Hey everyone, welcome to the Woke VC podcast. Today, in our series on Beyond All Clouds, we are going to be discussing about the next chapter, which talks about having a trusted mentor, having and listening to a trusted mentor. And in the last chapter, Amit, we discussed about defying conventions, and that too with a purpose, because that becomes the driving force. Now, in like when you have found your purpose, what's the role of mentor? Now where it comes, let's start from there. You have found your purpose, you're breaking all boundaries, and you found everything. Now where's the role of the mentor comes in, and how this progresses?
Yeah, I think everyone has different strengths, right? Like you found a guiding mission or a vision or a clarity in something you're wanting to make happen or make a change in the world, right? Which
Hmm.
requires collaboration with lots of people, obviously, right? Because
Yes,
that's the world.
yes,
And
yes.
so I think the peer group and the
Hmm.
um, mentor group that you've surely had over the years that you've learned so many different things, that
Hmm.
has to be connected into the network, right? So it's a natural part of the journey then, right? So let's say we're talking about creating something new in the travel vertical or something, right? So
Hmm.
a platform. And how do you get to a platform that may find its own space within the world of Airbnb and all the hotels and everything
Hmm.
else that's out there today? Let's say you want to do it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How are we going to do
Hmm.
this, right? Like, how are we going to go about this? And if you look at our approach, it's the people driven approach, right? It's
Hmm.
people, uh, the internet of people, as we like to say it, right?
Yeah.
So that means you have to find people that can
Hmm.
that are interested in the same thing you are
Hmm.
in that particular thing.
Yeah, yeah,
And if you don't know all of them, you've got to find people who know them, right?
yeah.
What else is it?
That's how you will
So other
start.
than,
Yeah, that's how.
yeah,
Hmm.
so you start to connect everyone you know, and in particular, not everyone, but the people that are relevant to
Hmm.
that mission and context and so on, and maybe even have skills that you don't. For example, I mean, you might need a technology assistance, you might
Yeah,
need sales people, you might need advertising, whatever this ad tech, you might need,
yeah.
HR help, you might need,
Hmm.
so many things, right? There's like
Hmm.
15,000 things that you need. So obviously you can't do everything, and there are better people than
Yeah.
oneself in many things. You
Yeah,
can
yeah, of
rely
course.
on the fact that what you are driving is what you know.
Hmm.
And that's the one thing no one else knows, right?
Hmm.
Because that's your vision. There is no equal. There
Yeah.
isn't any, right? You're the
Hmm.
leader. You have to
Hmm.
lead, not that you're the leader. You have to show what's happening. You can't just be like, I see it in my head, which means you have to, communicate it
Hmm.
in a way that people understand, right?
Yeah.
And in order to do that, that's a conversation that evolves
Hmm.
because you're trying to, express it in words that others will understand. You already understand your vision, right? So
Yeah.
it's not, so when people talk about, all of the evolution of from idea to, 0 to 1 to 10 and so on, it's
Hmm.
an organic process which can be accelerated if you have the right knowledge. Either you have all of it or you bring other knowledge together, right? This
Hmm.
is the knowledge economy we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And that's not just
Hmm.
an AI. I wouldn't just say, oh, I don't know anything about logistics. Let me just plug in an AI. I mean, yes, that's going to give me a big leap forward. But ultimately, I need the people that are going to do the work and are going to,
Yeah.
be a part of this network and benefit from it. The AI is just a machine, right? It's a
Hmm.
pass through, right? It's a technology, right? It's not a person. It kind of
Yeah.
benefit from it.
Yeah. And I mean, like when you talk about these, as you mentioned AI as well. When you're talking about collaborations and mentors, uh, as you rightly mentioned, you have the clarity, you have the vision, you know everything, you're leading it, but you need people who also sort of you're able to communicate, they understand, and then they are able to realize that dream or realize that vision into reality. And I don't think AI alone would be able to do that. You would need people who realize what's the end goal is, what you're eventually trying to do, and even pivots during the journey. you see something and okay, you don't want to do it this way, you want to do it that way. You need people and collaborators and mentors to actually make all of this happen in real world.
It's like when people talk about AI, right? You take it to the logical end. Everything is automated, right? Everything is AI, right? So who's going to buy your things, whatever you want to produce or create, or like let's say you create a like an art, right? You create one painting.
Yeah.
Who's going to buy it, right?
Yeah.
A person will, right? Because they think it's got value in it. And the person giving it value may influence a trading bot, for example, right?
Yeah.
So the bot may be the mechanics, and there might be a crazy, programmatic ad exchange or, whatever, like bid exchange that's competing for your one famous painting. That's all might be true. There may be tons of like AI and automation and magic there. But why is it there? Like, why that painting, or whatever the reason is? That because the painting, if the AI just looks at the content, I mean, like, what it's made of, it's like a piece of paper, which has like 10 cents value or whatever it is, and some old, so it's probably used, right? It's not even new paper. It's not even used it for anything, right? It's like, so it has what value from an AI perspective? Nothing, right? It's like trash. What is the difference, right? But oh no, it's the Mona Lisa. Don't throw that out.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, fine. I mean, so we give it value. So the values are reflected by the people only, and the buying and selling is happening because of the people, and they're the ones who are experiencing or perceiving the benefit or the value, right? They're the ones doing that, and they're then putting it into the algorithmic form, which is a reflection of only people. So we just drop that whole thing. It's got nothing to do with technology whatsoever, and it has only to do with people, right?
Yeah, it's, I mean, like, we can use technology for the nitty-gritties and for the operational stuff, and things that need some processing or something like that, but the end goal or the end user will be a real person who sees value in
it's
it.
for automation.
It's for
That's
automation.
what it is, right?
Automation.
And automation is simply faster, or easier, or whatever it is, but it's perceived and experienced by still humans, right? Like there's no awareness or self-awareness or consciousness in the machine. It's it's not a property of matter, right? So that's all. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, that definitely you'll need collaborators and mentors and everybody along the way to realize your dream or realize your vision. And of course, when you have purpose and clarity, that becomes the most driving force for you.
Yeah, I mean, we can close with this last thing about ideas and force, the driving force, right? What is, if you see deeply what is that meaning, right? How, because ultimately you realize that the energy or the force that drives you to do things comes literally from the idea.
Yeah, it does.
So, but that's, to me at least, an astonishing thing, because an idea is free, right? I mean, it's no like, nobody has a monopoly on ideas. So
it's a thought. It's just an idea. Yeah, you can have as many ideas as you like, and I know that there is no, as you mentioned, there's no monopoly. There's no nothing. It's an idea.
So, and if an idea is what drives things forward, or changes things, or makes people do things, and it gives them energy, because I'm inspired by this idea of whatever it is, which is astonishing, because an idea is actually just something you imagine.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's really astonishing. You think
everything is happening
like
because we get inspired to do something.
Yeah,
I mean, that's wow, right? Like that's something amazing.
Yeah.
So you have to build that movement. So the purpose has to be translated into a movement that drives towards that, and the energy for it is the communication and clarity of that idea.
Yeah, it is amazing.
So that's why you connect with people and bring everybody into it, right?
Yes, that's
cool. Thank you.